Hi, I'm Guy Hutchinson, and this is Pointless Nostalgia. I'm excited to show you this. Somebody gave me a bag full of junk, and I love a bag full of junk. If there's nothing more that I like, it's a bag like this full of junk. It's got all kinds of different stuff. I've taken a peek into it, but I haven't dug through it because I wanted to do that on camera with you. By the way, I do a video here every day at 2 o'clock, so make sure to come back tomorrow and every single day of your life. We're bonded together, you and I. All right, this is great. I got a stack of these. This is like, I don't know, 5, 6 of these. So this is from the Disneyland Hotel. This is the children's menu. Let's see if it says what year. 1980. And it says for junior guests 12 and under, served for lunch or dinner. You can color the characters. They showed you, they're like, look, don't mess around with Mickey and Donald. This is how you do it. All right, now you can color Lady the Tramp, you can color Big Bad Wolf, you can color Dumbo, and you can color Goofy, and that's it. Don't mess around with our icons. Hamburger was $2.25, cheeseburger $2.50, spaghetti and meatballs $3, large hot dog just $1.95. It's a bargain. Fried chicken was $3.75, fried shrimp $4.50. Great though. This would be, you could make this into a mask. This would pull back, and you'd pop this over your ear, and then you walk around and you could get kids to get your autograph. They'd be like, oh my God, there he is. It's the real Mickey. This is odd. Ziploc bag. It's an older one because they started doing colors on these later. But initially they were all clear. It's a Ziploc bag, and inside, it's neat. Okay, now I know exactly what these are. First I was like, what are these? It was Dynamite Magazine, which we've talked about. I love Dynamite Magazine. This is, we talked about one recently. This is a different one. It's got Benji on the cover. And I'm like, why did somebody print this out on an index card? But it's not. This is like a little ad. Make a good year even better. Start your subscription to your favorite magazine. And they've got 4 covers there that you could get. And so these were saved by somebody, and I'm glad that they ended up in my hands. I love Benji, by the way. That first Benji film is a classic. I'm gonna grab, I got a Benji right off screen. Look at this. An actual stuffed Benji. That's pretty great. He's got his little collar. It says right here, Joe Camp's Benji on a little butt tag, little tush tag. It's great though, and they've got the colors kind of right, which I like. They got the white here, that's more Benjean, but then the hair. Benjean, I feel like this is dangerous. I could talk about Benji all day. Benjean was the daughter of Benji, who starred in all the Benji movies except for the very first Benji movie, the one called Benji, which is the best one of the series. There are some gems sprinkled throughout the Benji catalog, but this is great. This is awesome. Yeah, the first dog was Higgins, who was also in Petticoat Junction, replaced by his daughter after he passed away for the second movie, and all the other stuff. He was just an amazingly popular dog. The Liberace Story. It's a book. Look at this. Look at that. I love that. Liberace's 7 dining rooms. It's got 7 dining rooms. Look at that. That is the house I want to live in. Man, I love Liberace. Look at that. That is awesome. The Liberace Story. Look at this. You know what these are? Recognize these? This is from a video cassette, people. This is the labels from a Sony VHS tape. This is when you'd buy a tape yourself and you'd handwrite them. These are later. Originally, they had much larger labels. They started getting cheap, and they were like, well, we could probably print. Usually, it was a big sheet size of a VHS tape, but they were like, yeah, we could probably print more. You know, cut this thing, a bunch of times to save ourselves 1/10 of a penny. Here's a cool one. This is a Happy Meal box. Mickey's Birthday Land. So that was originally what Toontown was. You see the Duck Country School there. Grandma Duck's barn. That is great. This Goofy popping out. Bunch of farm animals wondering why the hell an alligator showed up. I like that. That's pretty good stuff. And no grease. Grease-free. Smurfs. It's the crane. Follow that bird. It's a Smurf napping. This is great. It's like a comic book, but just super oversized. I like this. This was put out by Marvel. Whoa, look at this. He's like, Smurf off. You Smurf off. Whoa, look at those guys. That's cool. I like that. Here's a Disneyland brochure. This kid on the back, man, he's having the time of his life. He doesn't even realize it. He's eating some popcorn. He's at Disneyland, happiest place on earth. This brochure, by the way, though, if you covered up the image here and the word Disneyland, I mean, this looks like you're getting insurance. This is totally 80s, 1982, but it totally looks like, you know, not Disney. Doesn't stand out. Come share the magic, the fantasy, the adventure, the memories. It's all waiting for you at Disneyland, the happiest place on earth. Over 200 million people from every corner of the globe have already been here, and most of them are still here. It's going to be very crowded. You're going to get in a lot of lines. This family, I don't know how they jammed them all in that Astrojet. You can sit on that guy's lap. You can do that. That's worth the price of admission. All right, they got some questions. They're answering questions here. When is Disneyland open? From mid-October to mid-March, Disneyland is open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., Wednesday through Friday, and from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. The park is normally closed Monday and Tuesday, except on special holiday periods. They used to have days where they were just closed, right? Now, the good thing about those days, they could paint and they could sand and they could fix things. You know, like things were always looking great. You know, some guy threw up on the floor. They didn't have to wash it overnight. They could leave it there for a couple days and clean it. Here's how you get there. Look at this comely young lass purchasing her Mickey Mouse shirt. Look at this. This woman's going on a date with, is that President Trump? I'm not sure. That is not Captain Hook. My God, look at that guy. Maybe this is Bill Parcells. Wait, maybe it's me. Here's your map. I like that. And then they have this great picture here of the Disneyland Hotel. It's very cool. From 1997, this is from the Philadelphia Inquirer's special section about Disneyland. It's got the original test track cars there. This is a whole Disneyland section. Visit Orlando on the back here. Ellen's Energy Adventure features famous TV and film stars testing their skills on Jeopardy, where all the characters deal with one thing, energy. This guy's getting a little handsy there. I like this. Look at that attraction. Oh, look at this. The castle cake. Got the castle cake in there. That's pretty great. Oh, they got the castle. I don't know how the hell I missed this. The castle cake's right on the front. They were all about that castle cake, man. Pepto-Bismol castle cake. I think the problem with the castle cake, I like the castle cake. Castle cake was kind of neat. Problem was it was bright pink. Castle cake should have been white. Would have looked classier instead of stupid. It looked dopey. It looked like it was pink frosting and then, like, you know, lots of weird little, I mean, it should have been done up to look more like, sort of like a wedding cake style, like real classy. It's the castle. We're not in Mickey's birthday land. We're at the castle. Here's Disneyland on Parade. Now, what was this? Was this just a magazine? Or was this this was a show. So this was an ice show. Look at this. Got all your characters on stage, on ice. You got a lot of lovely ladies. I always like this. I always like the thought that somebody's like, hey, how are you? What do you do for a living? Well, I've got 3 gold medals in the Olympics in figure skating, and now I'm inside Baloo the Bear. What's your brother do? Well, he played in the NHL for a little while, didn't have a lot of success, but now he's Baloo the Bear. Disney on Parade. All right, lastly, we've got happenings at the Disneyland Hotel. So this you would get if you stayed at the Disneyland Hotel. And it tells you about, look at that, they're telling you about the arcade, the Fiesta Fun Center, visit our game room. And then look at this bear. Look at this. Look, whatever was happening, they were like, nope, the date has changed. You X that thing out like nobody's business. I'll never know. But this is, be sure to see Yukon Follies, our new musical review. Wow, look at this. With Diamond Tooth Gertie, a dancing bear, Sergeant Preston, and the Klondike Clam Jumpers. Or Claim Jumpers. I don't know. Are they jumping over clams or claims? I don't know what they're doing. I don't know are Claim Jumpers, is that like bail jumpers? I don't know if that is. But there you go. And look, at the Wharf Bar, you can see this dude. And right now, you got to click on a box. Box going to pop up here. Box going to pop up here. Take a box. Come back tomorrow. I got good stuff tomorrow. Come back. 2 o'clock. This is going to be a good week. See you tomorrow.